Shabbat Shalom. What's the word, y'all? Told y'all I'll be back. Yes, sir. Back for another one. Back for another one. Yeah, man. Been a real good day today. Had a chance to finally get some real good sleep today. Some real good rest today. I didn't do too much. Had a teaching class today. Had my class today and everything too. Got a little other things done, but majority just resting today. It's Saturday, so I'm trying to rest today. I don't try to do too much on the Saturday. And us as a people, I don't know the world teaches us. We tomorrow Sunday is the Saturday and it's supposed to be the day of praise, but it's actually not. It's supposed to be Saturday. It's just a pagan Sunday, just a pagan day for praise. But yeah, we know how that goes. So yeah, it's Babylon we living in. So yes, I'm back again. Yes, sir. I want to let y'all know. Before I say this, you must profess there's only one God, no one before him, no one besides him, no one other than him. That's how it goes. So, yes. But as I promised, I told you I was gonna be back today to talk about my message for today is, and it's gonna be a good one. It's like I said, distraction. It just came to my mind because the other day it came to my mind because I've been dealing with a lot of things, man. That's been actually just been throwing me off my path, man. And I feel like I had to make this video for some reason. It just came to my head, it just came out of nowhere. So I wanted to do it. So before I get into it a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share the video. Okay, that's about a comment. Let's get into it. But distractions, basically, it could be more than just someone distracting you. It could be things in your life, that you putting above your purpose, above what you should be doing. It could be anything. It could be some type of addiction. It could be your job. It could be anything basically that take you off the focus of what you should really be doing is a distraction to you. And we're gonna go a little bit more deeper into that once I go with my verses. So my first verse I'm gonna read from is gonna be Psalms 119, verse 37. It says, "Turn away mine eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in thy way." Basically, turn my eyes away from this worldly stuff. Keep my eyes focused on God and keep my eyes focused on my purpose and the thing that really matter. Because us as a people, we get too in tune with the things of the world. We get too in tune with the things that really that really basically isn't really important to us, and we really should be focused on God and what's really going on. But some people, we so stuck in a cycle. We so stuck in everything, that the world got going on. We get distracted by those things. We get distracted by going to the movies. We get distracted by going out to eat. We get distracted by going to the park. We get distracted by everything that could take our focus off God. When your main focus should be on God. It's a time, like I said yesterday in my video of time of season. It's a time for all this type of stuff. But your main focus should be placed on God. It should be placed on Him so He can show you the ways. Show you the righteous ways. That's why so many people we stuck and not going anywhere because we putting all our energy and all our focus into things that really mean us no good. The majority of these things we really put in front of God, the majority of these things we really occupy our time with is not really getting us anywhere. It's not really elevating us. We're not really growing from these things. We just keep doing the same old thing over and over again and thinking we're going, like I said yesterday, and thinking we're going to get some results from that. That's insanity. That's craziness, right there. So us as a people, we got to turn our eyes away from we got to turn our eyes away from carnal things. We got to turn our eyes away from vanity, basically things that are done in vain. Because this world gonna pass away soon. This world is gonna all fade away. But then you done so many things that's of the world and that please yourself. You don't even have no more focus for God. You lost your focus for God. You lost your love for God. And I'm gonna go more into that in a little bit, but. My next verse is going to be from 1 Corinthians 7 and 35. Wait, 7 and 37. Sorry about that, y'all. Which says, "Nevertheless, he that standeth steadfast in his heart," no, 35. I was right. Sorry about that. "And this I speak for your own profit. Not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon the Lord without any distraction." Like I just said, focus on God. That should be your main. That should be your main focus. That should be your main priority. Is God. Because in the Bible it also says, I believe that's in, I'm not sure where it's at, I don't want to get that wrong, but it says if you love your children, you love your father, you love your mother, you love your cousin, you love your family, you love anything more than me, you are not worthy of my kingdom. So we gotta stop putting these things before God. We gotta stop putting everything that we seem that might seem important to us before God, because He gave all this stuff to us. You know, we gotta know about that. A lot of things we have in our life, our kids, our jobs, and all that type of stuff. We don't just get this stuff out of nowhere. You place in these places for certain reasons. You get these things for certain reasons. You know, and when God bless you with certain things, you know, you should always praise Him and continue to do that. Don't get these things and then fall off on your own way. You know what I'm saying? Just because you feel like, okay, I done made it already. No, he the reason why He gave it to you. He the reason why you breathing. Because if He decide to take your breath away, okay, cool, and you died in vain. Come on now, we already know where you're going. We already know what's gonna happen to you. So stop being distracted by the world, people. We got to stop being distracted by the things that mean us no good. Because and with distractions, like I just said, it could be anything. Not only a person see me personally, it's more of people with me. You know, things can't distract me because I don't pay attention to a lot of things of the world now. Like when it comes down to certain type of music, it was a song I was listening to the other day. I want to try not to make this too long, but hey man, hey, it is what it is now. It was like music I was listening to the other day. It was a good song, it was a secular music, but it was a good song, and like I seen the person or whatever, but you could tell this guy was like a devil worshiper and he was an industry cat, he sold his soul and all that, but this guy is like amazingly talented, and I'm like, God man, these people are using their talents but for the wrong purpose. Like y'all should seek God and have Him send you the way you need to go to use that talent. You know what I'm saying? Because I could sing also, but it's not. I'm not to the point where I don't feel like I should be doing that as a purpose for God. You know what I'm saying? As He called me to sing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I mean, if He did, I haven't got the realization yet. I haven't saw that yet. But hey, but I see people out here with certain type of talents like that. They got a real amazing voice. Like that, but they doing evil with it. They using it as secular music. They singing the wrong music. They're in the wrong industry. They doing the wrong things to glorify their voice. But when you should glorify your voice to for God. Singing church, singing earthly music. That's just one thing. And when I said like it's mostly people. And like I said, okay, I'm gonna piggyback off what I said yesterday in my video. When it comes down to distractions, you never know you're being distracted until you're distracted. You never know something is distracted until you're distracted because you're not really paying attention. Something comes around, and it's not for me. It's not what you're used to. It's not what you always, what I'm saying, familiar to you. Okay, well, you get intrigued by that. You get intrigued by certain things because okay, it's something different. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you're not used to. So it's like, okay, well, let me see what's going on with this woman. You know what I'm saying? And then knowing that it's probably nothing good for you, knowing that this person is probably, or this person is probably nothing good for you. Because people, when it comes down to doing the Lord work, I must say this to all people: y'all gotta expect for distractions to come around because, and those are attacks. Those are people that's sent by the enemy to distract you. Because if God is giving you a task to do, and God has told you something to do, it's gonna always be something trying to hold you back from that. Me, I'm living proof because I haven't done it up until I think like a day ago. I haven't been doing the video. Well, mind you, now I had a phone issue and some audio issues and some camera issues. Okay, but that's cool and all. But the moment I got that phone, I should have been back into it. But like I said, I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to move and everything. So I'm trying to, I'm still teaching classes. I'm still taking my classes. I'm still working on my son got a basketball tournament. He want to get ready to start in and everything too. So I got a lot going on, but sometimes I do feel like I put a lot of things before this, and I put a lot of other people that really really don't that's really not making no difference in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's either they hear they make a difference for a little bit, but then out of nowhere they show their true colors. And this is my thing for you. I want to tell all people this also, and this is piggyback off distraction. If you have someone in your life, and God is telling you to get rid of these people because He's showing you something about this person or showing you something about these people, you need to listen because it's only going to stunt your growth. It's only going to get you to a point where it's like, okay, well, I'm not growing anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And that's purposely, that's purpose for that way because you're not supposed to grow because you can't grow with someone that you're not supposed to be with or someone you're not supposed to be around because there's a stumbling block for you. That's a roadblock for you. Because people that's not supposed to be in your life and people that come into your life, only to throw you off your path or distract you, they're only there to get something from you or to gain something that you have and they need that or they might be lacking. They're only there to get something from you that you lacking. So I would say when God is telling you to get rid of somebody and remove somebody in your life, you need to do it because it can really mess your world up. And I know I say this a lot, but I'm stretching it now because it's more of a must, you know, and it's high calling, you know, it's high urgency that we must do that because we us chosen ones we not going nowhere no time soon if we don't listen to what God's saying, and it could really mess you up for real. It could really put you in a lot of a lot of bad spots in life, you know, because people we so focused on the world, we so focused on relationships, we so focused on vibes, we so focused on having a good time, we so focused on everything but God. I'm gonna go off topic. How did we get here? How did us as a people we forget everything that we was taught? You know, people say it's always about religion, it's always about this, and I don't focus on religion. Listen, man, I don't focus on religion either. I'm not religious at all. You know, I I read from the Bible. I'm a Christian also. Yeah, I'm a real Christian also. I speak from the real God teachings or whatever. You know, I'm holy. I'm not a Baptist, and I say this all the time. I'm not Luther. I'm not none of that stuff that the world may try to be. You know, and I don't speak from religion standpoint. You know, I'm not religious at all. You know, I speak from relationship, and I speak from love. I speak from the teachings of true of God. You know, and what He teaches you. And when God is telling you to do something, you need to listen because but most people they won't listen because you know most people have soul ties, you know. That's when you bound with someone, you know, and now it's like, okay, well, they didn't carry the thing on for so long, things didn't carry it off for so long. Now they don't know how to see anything different. Now it's so hard to break free from this person or from these people because you don't found yourself with these people so much and so long. Now it's like, okay, well, now it's like I feel like I need these people. Now I feel like I need this person. But in reality, you don't need anybody but God in your life. You know what I'm saying? So don't focus on people, don't focus on things, and don't focus on situations as it's like, okay, well, this is something I feel like, no, you got to remove your feelings and your thoughts from real life because real life is going to teach you that, you know, you don't need anyone but God. Because these people that you looking up to, these people that you feel like they're supposed to be in your life or you feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's good for you, they're really not good for you, you know. And over time, God shows you about these people. He shows you red flags about these people. He shows you that, okay, well, they who they are. And this is one also other little thing too I have to say, and I say this a lot also. Never try to change anybody, man. I know some people might feel like, okay, well, you know, I was put here to do this. Now, okay, well, but you can only do so much for somebody, you know. And I've learned this also, and I know this now more than ever, you know, as I'm growing and growing into my walk and getting more spiritually enlightened about things. You can never try to change anybody, man. The way someone is, that's the way they are, bro. You know, you can't really change anybody. They gotta want to change for themselves. All you can do is give someone a word, give them the way to go, and then the other way, and just keep it moving. And the rest is on them. You know, God got to move on them. God got to work on them type of people. You know, that's really out here living in the world. And this is another thing also. People that think they can live in the world and live around this worldly stuff and still think you want to and still be try to be a follower of Christ is not gonna work. It's not gonna work out that way. You know, you're not gonna get blessed. You're not gonna get the blessings that come with it. You're not gonna get anything you know that you think you're gonna get from God because you lukewarm. You have one foot in, one foot out. It don't work like that. And I wish a lot of people could realize this, and a lot of people that could really like see where I'm really coming from on this, but they won't see. You know, they won't really want to. They don't want to turn from. They don't want to turn to the truth. They don't want to turn away from the wickedness because it's so familiar to them. It's like I said, distractions. It's so familiar to them. It's like, okay, well, I ain't wondering what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? This what I've been doing. It seemed like it's working for me. Yeah, it seems like it's working for now. Yeah, of course it seems like it's working for now. But you know, God always gives you signs. God always warns people about what's really going on with certain people. Like, okay, I can give you a situation now. I was in a situation where it's just somebody in my work or whatever. I'm not gonna say the name or who it is, but I was always having like you always have bad feelings about people because I always been this type of way, but I never knew until now what it really was. You know, as I started getting more into my walk and tuned into my walk, but I used to have a bad feeling about somebody at my job or whatever, you know, and every time I would come around them, it'd be like this real eerie, resistant feeling like I need to move away from this person or like I feel like I need to get away from around that person because something ain't right about their spirit. And I knew, and this was last year I felt this way. I knew I was gonna have a disagreement with this person. I just didn't know when or how it was gonna happen. But okay. And I never know why I always feel this way around this person. Until recently, it was revealed to me that this person is a witch. And what's so crazy about it, I don't think this person was even trying to say this to me. But you know, it's well, because like I said, some over time, people usually give themselves up. People usually tell on themselves. You know, after a while, like okay, well, you know, you can only hide. I say this all the time. Also, you can only hide for so long. You can only keep a mask on and front your move for so long. Your true character is gonna show after a while. Who you really are, that's gonna show. That's gonna show after a while. You know, because who you really is, that's who God don't use. Not who you try to put your persona on, and then behind closed doors, you know, you're somebody totally different. No, you're that's gonna show sooner or later. You're gonna show exactly who you are sooner or later. So you might well not even fake it anymore. But yeah, this person revealed something to me to revealing me that I know. Okay, that's why I feel the way I feel about you, because this person is a witch. And then later on, someone told me, you know, that why nobody like it's a lot of people around that don't like this person or whatever. And then later on, I seen like little things going on, how this person was always getting like, okay, well, that explains a lot, you know. I always say I know the gift of discernment is amazing because I want to do a video about the gift of discernment soon too, you know, about the signs of how you know. Probably not gonna do it no time soon, but you know, I want to do one sooner or later, you know, about the gift of discernment because it was probably one of the first gifts that I got, you know, of like how to see people true spirits and who they really are, you know, because and I said this also to a friend at work, whatever, you know, we don't always deal with people, we deal with spirits. So if you've been around somebody for so long, you know they spirit. So if you done talking to them and you meet somebody else new, you don't it's like that spirit that you know in that person is in this person also. So it's just a familiar spirit. It's not just the person. They don't remind you of nobody. No, that spirit of jail with that one is the same spirit that's in that person too. That's why you're like, okay, why I feel like I know you already because you know that spirit already. They have the same spirit, just a different person. If that that makes sense, right? Because we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. It's spiritual, you know. So that's why you always get this feeling like, okay, damn, why I feel like I know that person already. Why I feel like, you know, we knew each other forever because you dealt with that spirit before, you know. So it's a familiar spirit. That's why. But us as a people, we think like, oh man, this is this and this and that. No, that's not this and this and that. You know, that's just a familiar spirit. That's the reason why that's the same person. You know, that's why the person that acted that way in the past acting this way now because that's who you dealt with in the past. It's just that spirit you dealt with in the past. So it's whatever it be a rebellious spirit, a spirit of Jezebel, a succubus spirit, a spirit of pride, a spirit of a lying spirit, you know, whatever it might be. But that's the same spirit that you dealt with in the past. So that's the reason why it's familiar to you. So you know it already. So you know, it's all spiritual, you know, it's all, you know, but it's after a while, you know, things really tend to show themselves, you know, and I knew it though. I knew it was something wrong, something wasn't right about that person, you know, and it dawned the moment the person said what they said to me, it just clicked. The Holy Spirit let me know that's a witch. I'm like, oh my God, that's the reason why I felt the way I felt about that person. Okay, that's crazy to me. Oh wow, cool. But you know, and people and this person would always be too friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like okay, you always gotta say something to me. You always try to talk to me and always try to have a conversation. Okay, well that's cool and all. You know, I'm not a mean guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not none of that. I talk to you, have a conversation. But it's like all right, you always gotta talk to me. You always gotta say something to me. Like oh, like you know. I don't know you that well anyway too. Like okay, well I don't mind being I don't mind I like meeting with people. Don't get me wrong. I like talking to people, but it comes a time and like all right, well you know you don't always gotta say nothing to me. You don't always gotta like conversate with me like that. You know, it's fine. You know, if we could be cool. I always knew something was wrong, and then the looks. You know, you gotta watch how people look at you. Also, you know what I'm saying? Cause they could drain your spirit by doing that just with an evil eye. You know, or just looking at you like okay, well I don't know. It's something about this person, and I used to catch this person doing that stuff also. Like, okay, I'm talking to somebody, but I can feel like these eyes burning in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like I said, it's demons, you know, and spirits that are attached, you know, that's all pointed, you know. But I figured that out. So, I thank God for telling me that, you know. So, but the Lord been revealing a lot to me lately, you know, who's been distracting me, who's been placing to my wall to help me, who I need to let go, and, you know, all these type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, you know, I've been really been lately to discern what's really going on, you know. And one thing you need to watch out for also with these distracted people that come to distract you, watch what they give you. Don't always accept anything from people, you know what I'm saying? Because in the Bible it says also a gift can destroy the heart, you know. So people that always try to give you things or whatever, you know, that try to block you, that usually tends to block you from that true character. Don't always accept everything, you know. But when somebody show you something, still know that's what that is. Okay, you gave me something, but that's not gonna throw me off. I'm that way now, since I know. Okay, you gave me something, just because you gave me that, that's not gonna X out my mind and X out my thoughts from how I know who you really are, you know. You can't change that, you know. Once you show me who you really is, and then you keep constantly showing that, I'm gonna believe that. I'm gonna believe you was only sent into my life for a certain purpose, to try to throw me off or try to get something or try to gain something from me that you lacking, or try to get in the, or make me change my mind about my way. Because I've been dealing with that a lot lately. Like a lot of people been trying to come into my life, like and trying to make me alter the way I think, the way I live my life, the way I like my purposes and everything, and like me trying to walk with God. Like what is up with that with these people nowadays? Like I guess there's a lot of people that that backslide and that like say one thing and do another. I'm not that way. I don't do that. You know, like cause no, I don't believe in shacking up. I don't believe in I don't believe in sex before marriage. I don't believe that. You know, like I done changed my whole ways. You know, and I've been getting a lot of people in my life like this, really like manipulating, trying to like make me, but trying to work they moves into my life that fit in their world. Like, no, that's not gonna work with me. And I have to come like, I forget who I have to tell this to. Like, they try to say something in a different way where they were trying to make me seem like, you know, I was gonna change the way I thought about like moving in with somebody. Like, Joe, I'm not doing that. Like, you can say what you want. Like, I'm not changing my mind about how I feel. You know, I don't care about struggling. You know, when it comes down to me having to work my way somewhere and having nothing and then coming up with it. Okay, I don't mind it. I've done that before, but I'm not gonna. In the Bible, and this is one thing I have to say also. If you have to gain anything or receive anything through sin or through disobedience to God, it's not usually from God. It's not usually from something, you know, that God told you to do and that's ordained for him to do. So if you have to sin to get some things, that's not from God. And if somebody is trying to make you do that, that person is sent by the devil, you know. And they're trying to force like something on you or whatever, like trying to force like, okay, well, let's see if he can get this. Let me see if it's a way that I can benefit off that. No, don't benefit off of me, because you try to benefit off of me, I'm gonna make you mad, because I'm gonna flip it on you where you think you're gonna benefit off of me, but little do you know, I'm gonna flip it on you where you don't even know your benefit is that you think you're gonna get is gonna die straight back to hell where it come from. No, I'm not the one. You know, so watch out for people that like really try to give you things, you know, and always watch out for that, you know, because people that are supposed to help you, they just try to help you, and not trying to help you for monetary gain, material gain, or just a motive behind it. You know, it's always pure help. There's not nothing behind that, and I have to learn that now. And now I know more than ever. People that I help you, there's nothing. But people that look to help you, there's nothing behind that. They help you. They help you. You know, that's just what it is. You know, and they are there for a season. Like I said yesterday, it's a season for them to help you, not just for them to constantly do that and then trying to find out how they can work they move into your life and do something. No, definitely not. Those are distractions also. People that try to have ulterior motives. No, going somewhere. So yeah, man, watch out for people that try to give you things, and watch out for people that's real good with their words. You know, when it comes down to distracting. Another sign of distraction is people. You know, I'm just giving a little couple signs right now. People that's like real good on distracting was like people that talk, that can real talk a lot. You know, I've met a lot of people like that also. That can real talk and that can talk real good and all that type of stuff, and just like say little things and like try to manipulate their way to getting something from you or whatever and all that type of stuff. Like, okay, well, you don't gotta do that day, or you don't gotta do it today. You can do it tomorrow. Like, no, I don't think I can do it tomorrow. So watch how people talk, you know, because people always try to tend to get there to fit their needs into your life. Like what you got to do is not important, because people know it. This is one thing I tell people about me. When it come down to me, I forgot who I told this to also. When it come down to me doing something for God and doing my true purpose and what He called me to do, I will always choose God over you. I don't care how you feel, and I don't even care what you say about me. I would choose God over you any day. I could care less. Even my kids, I love my kids to death, but I would choose God any day because He gave them to me. So, you know, it's in the Bible, so I gotta follow what it says. So, but yeah, man, watch out for that. You know, watch out for that also, and stay in tune with growing, becoming a better person. You know, stop always looking at what the next person got going on and think and like, okay, I want to do what they got going on. No, what somebody else is doing, it might not work for you. What somebody else got going on and how they got their stuff going, that might not work for you. I mean, yeah, look at it as a motivation, as something, you know, as a stepping stone where you can try to, you know, to motivate and try to do the same as they doing, or try to do, you know what I'm saying, a little bit similar to what they do. But you can never do what somebody else doing, because that's they bag. That's what they got going on. That's they walk. Your walk is different from them. You know what I'm saying? But have motivation in your life. Have people around you, and always surround yourself with people that's actually doing what you doing or doing better than you. Don't Never just always surround yourself with people that's only doing what you doing and below that, because you'll never grow like that. Always, me personally, I always like surrounding myself with doing around people that's doing more than me, so I can, so I can learn from that, so I can get better like that. You know what I'm saying? I always try to elevate my brain more and more and more and more. I don't always stay in just one place. Like, I don't like being just around certain type of people, that I'm used to and familiar to. No, it's always more with me. It's always more for that. I always want to be around people that's getting more. I like being around the people that that got more, so I learn, so I can learn from that. So how they got that going on. I'm not a hater, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been a hating person like that, you know what I'm saying? You get it how you get it, Joe. I'm right. I want to how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you did. It might not work the way you did, not work for me the way you did it, but you know what I'm saying? Show me the way, Jack. You know, so and be be thankful. You know what I'm saying? But give the praise to God. Let Him know. I'm thankful for what you did for me. Don't always be ungrateful. With the things you got. Sure, you might not be where you want to be right now. Sure, you might not be where God wants you yet, but you ain't where you used to be. You're not going the direction where you used to be. You know what I'm saying? So always know that God got something better for you, and it's always something that He wants better for you. But you gotta do what He telling you to do. I know personally there's some things that I'm probably not doing right now in my life that I'm not supposed to be doing. Well, I say that when it comes down to certain people I need to let go. Or certain people I need to stop talking to, because that's one of my main biggest flaws. You know what I'm saying? Being on this walk, man, it's tough, bro, because sometimes, like I said, well, not sometimes, majority of the time, you alone, you by yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then when it comes down to, like, finding a significant other and all that type of stuff, that stuff is hard. That stuff is tough, man, because majority of women out here, man, either they Jezebel, succubus, or they're not really trying to follow a man. They just really trying to, live their life, where they want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They want to play games, all that type of stuff. I don't have time for that, man. I don't have time for that type of stuff. I just got into it, like I said, I just had another kid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that I'm trying to look for a better solution. And so in the dating, and that was and me personally, like, people looking like, oh man, he's not married, he got another kid. No, it's nothing like that, man. Hey man, people make mistakes. I wouldn't call my kids a mistake, but I just looked at a situation different than what the Lord showed me it was. And I should have paid attention to it. But hey, it is what it is. Now I'm not gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go another way and do it a way, like, no, I'm gonna do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if I got this kid now, okay, I got a kid now, okay, now I gotta learn different. Now I know. But the moment but just what I can say, the moment I did find out about that, I stopped doing that. I stopped sleeping with the person. I stopped doing everything I know that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm getting back to the point where it's like, okay, well, a lot of these things I was doing is it really wasn't meaning me no good. Being around certain people, being around people that's like, okay, well, that I try to help, because this is one thing also. You can try to help someone for so long, man, to the point where it's draining, bro. A distraction. Trying to help somebody that don't want to help, and over some time, over time, over some months and even year. Come on, man. It's only so much I'm gonna do. It's only so much that I can do as a person. It's only so much that I'm gonna lend my hand to you before I be like, okay, well, no, I got to keep moving. I got to stay on the path, because I feel like this is something that I've been called to do. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this since, like, last year October, and I've been on it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to stay on it as much as I can. But there's been things, don't get me wrong, that's been trying to stop me. They've been trying to distract me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be life situations, kid situations, just random bull crap. That really don't mean anything. That really isn't getting me anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to stay focused on this, and that's my goal. It's one of my goals, you know what I'm saying, to get better and to build my ministry a little bit more, to get better and better at teaching, you know what I'm saying, get better and better at edifying people, so to help the ones, that wanna follow Christ, that wanna do this the right way, that wanna walk the righteous path. Because cause people that say they love God don't really love God. They love the world and try to love God, but God don't love you. If you love the world and say you love God, God don't love you. God don't know you. You can't say you a Christian. You can't say you a holy person, but you still out here in the streets. You can't say you're a Christian and you still out here smoking weed. You can't say you're a Christian and you still out here fornicating. You can't say you're a Christian and you still out here sleeping in the same bed with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and y'all go to sleep at night, together. In a home that one of y'all got. No, you can't do it that way. It's certain standard. God purpose for us to be different. God purpose for us not to be like the world. God purpose for everybody that's supposed to live up to a certain caliber, a certain standard, to do it the right way, to do it that way. So don't just think like, okay, well, this is it. This is what it's going to be. No, no, no. Your life has to be a certain way to walk with God. Your life has to be a certain way to live up to the standard to be holy. So there's something you got to deal with. So focus on God. So I know I'm probably like 30 minutes into the video, but focus on God. Stop letting the world and the things and the people that are in it distract you from what you should be doing. Because God has a purpose and God has a calling for everyone. But us as a people, we see TV, we watch TV, we watch internet, we watch social media, we watch everything, and we see these people's lives, not knowing that these people are satanic, or they unhappy, or they just doing things, to fill voids in their life, and we don't see their real life. While we see the happiness, but you don't see what's going on behind closed doors. Them people are probably miserable. They probably about to go bankrupt. They probably about to lose everything. They probably just, it's somebody else stuff they got. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at what's really going on, in the true ways. Follow Christ. Stay focused on Him. Pray to God. Pray to the Father. Yeah, pray, and He will show you what you should be doing. Stop trying to do what the next person do, because what's for them is not for you, and what's for you is not for them. Y'all got a different walk. Y'all got a different path. Stop looking at them like you can do the same thing they do, because what God didn't ordain for you, it won't go through. It won't happen that way. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it won't just happen that way. Stop trying something that's not new for you, and step outside your comfort zone. You know, Step outside what's normal to you. Whatever is normal to you, do something different. Do something a little bit different than that, because it's not going to always work out the way you think it's going to work out. So do something different. Because you constantly keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting for different results. It's not going to happen that way, my people. So, and try to stay focused. Step outside the normal. That's when God blesses you the most, when you're outside of your comfort zone. So it's all a stepping stone. It's always to edify you and make you better, and always make you a better person. So I would say, when it comes down to mostly being distracted about distractions and what I was just talking about and everything that coincides with that, stay focused on God. My main purpose of this video is to let y'all know, stay focused on God, and He will show you and guide you the way you are supposed to go. Don't get distracted by the world. Don't get distracted by women. Don't get distracted by men. Don't get distracted by relationships. Don't get distracted by none that you got going on. Stay on your purpose. Stay on your path. Stay on where God placed you at. And trust me, all things will be fine. Stop looking towards the world to solve your problems. Stop looking towards people to solve your problems. Go to God. He's going to solve it for you. Go to God. He's going to make your path straight. Everything that you might be dealing with, trust me, He's going to do that for you. But you got to trust solely in Him. He's going to make it happen for you. Trust me. So my closing message today, man, for y'all is, stay clear of distractions. Stay clear of people that only want to drain your energy. Stay clear of people that only want to come up off of you. Stay clear of people that only want to, have motives behind whatever they're trying to do. Stay clear of people that really want to just come into your life just to fulfill something they avoid in their life. Stay clear of damaged people. Stay clear. That's another one, I want to do too soon about demonic spirits, about demonic people, how they come to drain you. It's another video I'm gonna do soon. But yes, so yeah, man, stay clear of all distractions. Stay focused on God. Stay focused on the Father. Yes, please don't stay focused on everything He has you to do. Pray to God. You worried, pray to God. You stressed, pray to God. Keep God first in your life. Trust me, you keep God first in everything you do and all that you do. Trust me, your life will be a lot more easy and a lot more better. So yes, this is my video for today. I'm probably like 35 minutes in. I told you it's gonna be a long one, y'all. So yeah, man. My next video is probably gonna be I'm not sure. I want to do one about why God allows suffering, but then again, never know. I might just come over here, just be dropping some jewels again. I haven't done that in a while, So yeah, might be good. So give me a little bit, I'm probably got to work tomorrow, man. So yes, give me a little bit, and it was good, talking with y'all, man. I wanted to let y'all know, man. Stay focused, man. Elevation, determination, stay in the Word, stay reading the Bible, stay applying the Bible to your life. Don't just be reading the Bible just to be reading it, reading one chapter a day and doing a prayer like every other night, thinking your life gonna be different. Nah, it don't work like that. Trust me. Pray every night. Read your Bible as much as you can. I'm not saying read every night, you know what I'm saying, but read as much as you can. Apply the works. Faith without works is dead. Remember that. And keep living for God, man. Keep denying yourself. Keep staying set apart, man. Ain't nothing out there in the world, bro. Ain't nothing out there in the world, man. Trust me. Ain't nothing out there in the world at all, bro. number bull crap. I'm seeing high speed chases every day. I'm seeing people damn near on the streets drinking alcohol right now. I'm talking about, man, the world done got something crazy. The world done turned out to be something crazy. I don't even know what is going on right now, man. I'm talking about, I see some crazy stuff nowadays, bro. I'm like, man, this is stuff my kids gotta be in, bro. This is the generation my kids gotta grow up in. I seen a video the other day, man, about little girls twerking, dancing to rap music. I'm like, you got, oh, like, what the? Cause I got daughters, so I'm like, what? Some of these girls, they couldn't be no older than 4 or 5 years old. I'm talking about Lil Vix. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Women is like being prostitutes is a thing now. You know, the households is different now. Men are women now. They run the house. Men is the woman of the house now. Women are the men. Like it's so backwards now. Nobody's applying order no more. It's crazy now, man. We need to get God back into the world. We need to get God back into our life because that's the only way. You know, and it's the last days, man. It's really coming to the last days. Like people need to wake up and see like it was 50, 60 some degrees in December. I've never seen this before. The weather has changed. And people are like, man, this is crazy, man. It's the weather. Like, but what people don't know, if y'all read the Bible, before the coming of the ending of the last days, you won't know what season from the season. You won't know the winter season from the fall from the summer, and the spring from the winter. And that's happening right now. Wars are going on. The great fall away. People are being lovers of themselves. And everything that's spoke about in Revelation is going on right now. But people are so high, they distracted by drugs, they distracted by alcohol, they distracted by lust, they distracted by everything. And they done lost focus about God. They done lost everything about the good teachings of the Bible. They said the Bible was wrote by drunk Romans. They saying all this foolishness, blasphemy of God. Everybody thinking God is a woman now. Man, listen. I beg y'all. I'm pleading to the world. Turn away. This is the last days. Y'all need to wake up. Get your lives right, man. And focus on God. Accept Christ as your Savior, because you can't go through the Father unless you go through the Son. You can't get to the Father unless you go through the Son. So you must accept Christ into your heart. Be baptized the right way in the name of Jesus Christ. The right way. Turn your life over to Christ. It's going to be hard, man. It's going to be tough, man. But it's good if we suffer now, then later on when we die and we suffer in hell. Because it's a different ball game. Trust me. Keep God in your life. Because you can be a good person and still go to hell. So please, people. Come back. Turn away. Come back, please. This is my call out to the world. Please. So yes, this is my message. Give me a couple days, man. I'll see y'all in a little bit. It's all love. Shalom.